So I'm recently looking at one of my favorite YouTube content creators, Kid Organic's video, aka Organic the Illionaire, and his recent video about why you can't keep a man went at a lot of these Instagram thoughts and models, and I've talked about it fairly recently, but it has me thinking. The perception that I get from a lot of the black women around me shows me one thing. They think since I don't make googly eyes, I don't fawn, I don't drool, that there's some kind of problem with me. And I laugh at that because it just goes to show this is the whole ploy of things. They try to say, what was the expression I've always heard when I was a kid, from a lot of the older black females, and I kid you not, if you don't get hard, you ain't human. That's the whole exception. They already, this is how a lot of black boys were raised, to basically acknowledge your impulses and act upon them. And when I got older and realized that the risk ain't worth the reward in all situations, you start to scale back and realize, yeah, she's attractive, she's hot, but do I really need to go after every female out here? Because once again, Organic brings up something about character, and that started becoming more important to me. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to just be like, okay, her character is everything, even though she's a 300 and something pound woman. You can forget that, because along with character, you got to have some sort of love and standard you set for yourself. And this is why a lot of these women still can't find a man when it comes to the weight issues. And it's not all women, because believe me, the way some of these Negroes out here be going, those women still get men. But I mean, as for like wifey material, as for someone you could just walk down the street and like, this is my baby. You don't get that a lot. A lot of women mistake that lust and that sexuality that he gives her for being, what they say, the real thing, and then they get a rude awakening for it. Well, it's like this. You're gonna get bent over if you're out here promoting yourself with your body. That's all you guys gonna have this mentality for. And I'm not saying anything that any of these brothers and the brothers who follow me don't know. We know that. But it's the problem of it going to a lot of these females' head. And then, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. This is why there has to be some kind of mental defect with these women who put their bodies out there like that. I mean, hell, I know women that I went to school with over 2 decades ago they still got it. But yet, every picture you see of them, they showing you how cute and how beautiful they are, even at this age. And that is fine. Like, I'm not saying that like, oh, you're supposed to just be old and you're supposed to just grow gray hair and shit like I do. So, no, I'm saying it from the fact that we get it. You're attractive. Shit, I'm attractive. No homo. But it comes to a point where I got the results I needed to get. I made the climb and got myself more fit than I used to be when I was younger. All right, you followed my journey on my Facebook. I got nothing else to prove. Some of these females, it ain't even about fitness. It's about beauty and how they feeling themselves. Even if he, for the most part, ain't feeling her like that, she feeling herself. Go ahead, more power to you. But just remember, people, see things and they be like, you know what? She's always on Facebook. Hell, he's always on Facebook. And men and women with some kind of sense look at them like, you know what? I'm kind of good. I'm good. If they live in their life on social media and stuff, what we talk about won't be sacred if we became a couple. That's how a lot of men and women with some sense think. Like, you know what? What won't be kept secret? That bothers a lot of people. You telling me? And I'm gonna break it down like this. It was the end of a relationship years ago because basically I removed the in a relationship aspect from my Facebook because I was tired of people prying in. But what did that do? That made people pry even more. And that made thirsty niggas prey even more on my girlfriend because they didn't see we were in a relationship anymore on social media, and they came out the woodworks. This is where you really get to know how loyal and how true of a friend and their true intentions that you have if you're a man or woman. They can pretend to be your friend and everything, and the moment they see you single, they preying on you again. See, I had to stop myself because I didn't want nobody to really think I was trying like that, but I have genuine concerns and friends because they keep doing the same dumb shit on social media. And when you come at them and talk to them like, yeah, you alright? And stuff, they thinking you're trying to plot on them when they break up. And I'm like, whoa, slow, cool your jets there. Okay? This is we get tired of seeing that female that constantly, airs her dirty laundry out on here and goes through all these trials and tribulations where she should have just washed her hands of it a long time ago. That's another reason too. And you could tell, like clockwork, you could tell when a woman is done with her man or she's trying to piss him off or she's trying to piss off her ex-boyfriend when all of her Instagram stories are about her and her new boyfriend. And I'm like, oh my God. Stop it. Stop. You know what happens when I go through a breakup? I retreat to myself, take care of myself, make sure I'm mentally sound. Okay? It's a breakup. It's not the end of the fucking world. And a guy who has some sense, a guy who's not thirsty, a guy who's not hard up for some poontang, he'll look at a female like that, like, you know what? That could be me next. I get with this female. That could be me next. She could be airing out our dirty laundry, and I don't need that. So, to put my spin on the whole thing about these women that can't keep men, but yet they always showing their bodies off on social media, you see why it's more than just the body. It's basically the whole package that come along with it. You're taking vanity shots and beauty shots, and then you're telling, oh, you have a picture, oh, this man, a kissy face, so you kissing him, showing that you got a new man and you was able to move on from whoop-de-fucking-do. Okay? That's like me advertising all the dates that I would go on now that I'm single and have been single for some years. I don't want to do that. Why? Because that's that's premature. It's petty. It's a cry for attention. And I don't need that. I really don't. If I want someone to pay me some fucking attention. They know where to find me, and I don't have to beg for it. Have some fucking self-respect and integrity, for God's sake. And what's going to happen when that well runs dry? You know, there's women out here, they rapidly aging because they're not taking care of themselves anymore. Some of them never really took care of themselves to begin with. They just let the wheels fall off, or they ran with the wagon for the simple fact that youth was on their side. And then when those habits that they've always had catches up with them, is when the metabolism slows down. It's when like reality sets in. Also, realizing like, damn, I used to maintain myself so effortlessly when I was so young. Now it's hard work. I don't even know what to do with myself anymore. Damn, I need to go gym. Damn, I need to lose weight. And then it becomes an uphill struggle. And then these be the same women who turn around and talk about how looks ain't important. And nigga, you shallow and you this and all that. And I'm like, what? I'm like, let's rewind this back to about a decade ago, when you had youth on your side and you was talking all this shit, and you wouldn't give a brother a time of day unless he made six figures, unless he had abs of steel, unless he was 6 foot tall, unless he was all this other stuff. And now that you hit that wall with light speed, at the speed of light, it's a different story now. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. But I digress. Anyway, this has been Cause I'm a Fury, and this is my black conscience. And when I say black conscience, it's just not because I'm black. It's because sometimes I have some dark thoughts that come off as black comedy. I don't try to be funny, but shit, some things you just gotta laugh at. So anyway, I'm here, and now I'm out. Peace.